Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you are in a pink of health. I'm Ari and in this video I'm going to tell you about academic presentation. For those of you who are students, presentation is skill or ability that must be learned and mastered. That because presentation skills can make it easier for us to convey information in front of many people. In addition, this ability is also useful for establishing good relationships with people around us. Even so, making a presentation is not easy, especially for beginners. When giving a presentation, we must feel nervous, scared, and even feel unconfident. This is a natural thing, but we need to realize that it can be a factor in the failure of the presentation that we do. The presentation could not run smoothly due to insufficient preparation, lack of focus when delivering material, and many others. To prevent all of that from happening, we need to practice our communication skill and try to find information regarding tips on how to make a good presentation. Do you know what an academic presentation is and how to make a good academic presentation? From my point of view, an academic presentation is a type of presentation intended for educational purposes, usually to fulfill college or school assignments. A good academic presentation is able to provide or convey information clearly to the audience so that what has been conveyed by us as presenter can be easily understood by them. In addition to conveying information, the presentation that we bring should be able to touch the emotion and awaken the enthusiasm of the audience. A person will be considered successful in making an academic presentation if they master the material very well, has high self-confidence and courage, and is able to convey ideas smoothly. In making an academic presentation, there are things that we need to prepare. What are they? The first one is topics to be presented. The presenter needs to determine what material will be presented. We as presenter are expected to choose topics that are factual and are currently being discussed so that the audience feels interested. Not only that, we also need to adjust the topic to the needs of the audience. Preparing presentation material is the most important point preparation before a presentation. The presentation material must be short, concise, and clear so that the audience can easily understand it. And the second one is mastery of presentation material. In terms of presentation, the most important thing is to master the material that we will present later, because it's like food. The material that we will present is the most anticipated main dish. We have to really master the material because it is also related if later there are questions from the material that we convey, so that we already have sufficient provisions to answer the question from the audience in front of us. Of course, this can make us more confident and we can control the audience with the delivery of the material that we do. And the most difficult thing in academic presentation is delivering the presentation itself. For example, in mastering body language and voice intonations. Sometimes we feel nervous when explaining material in front of many people. All concentration will be destroyed. It's very hard to beat the nervousness. It will make us unable to control ourselves properly. In addition, it is no less difficult to determine the important points of the presentation material. Choose what important things will be conveyed to the audience This is important to be able to provide an overview of what is being discussed. This section is the first and main stage in making a presentation. Guiding the presentation next is also a difficult thing. Why is that? Because we will meet an audience with various characters. We have a responsibility to bring together the various characters of the audience so as to create a calm atmosphere. Well, the most common obstacle in making academic presentation is the lack of mastery of presentation aids, such as PowerPoint. This is one of the obstacles that is quite influential on the presentation that we do later. We as presenters are expected to have skill in making attractive PowerPoint so that they can pay close attention to our explanation. In addition, preparation and mastering the material is also one of the obstacles why the presentation we do are not optimal. Understand the material and record important points that will be conveyed to the audience before the presentation needs to be done. So if all of that can be handled, then it will help us to reduce fear and nervousness when doing an academic presentation in front of many people. Well everyone, I think it's all about the explanation of academic presentation. I hope this video can help you and give you the best understanding of what academic presentation is. Thank you so much for your attention and goodbye.